What's your name?
Yeah, I do not need to give you that.
Yeah, you do.
For what reason?
Because you're
I know.
involved in this.
I'm involved with this, yes. But this guy threatened me and called the cops on you. And what's your badge number?
What's your name?
What's your badge number? Badge number. That says name.
3K12.
Okay.
Now what's your name?
I'm not making any statements.
You're not making any statements?
Nope.
Okay, I have the right to identify you. You understand that, right?
Then you can search up my face and you can search up my record.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, you're gonna sit tight for a minute. You're not going anywhere.
I can go in my house if I want.
No, you
Am I
can't.
detained?
You're detained.
For what reason? For what? That guy
going
threatening me? Why isn't that guy going to jail? That guy threatened to beat me in his ass. So why aren't you guys arresting him?
That's not the
Why aren't you
information I
tackling?
got.
Yeah. He can just lie.
Jack, step back and keep recording.
I'm literally in my space and this guy's just touching me.
I didn't touch you at all.
I have it on video.
And in fact, Jack's video shows Officer Rodriguez did touch him.
What's your name?
Step back.
I'm not.
Look, he
I'm
just
on my
touched me. You
side.
can record all you want, but you're stepping back right now. Back.
Hey, don't touch me. Stop harassing me.
The officers then went back to the house to retrieve their body camera. Jack followed.
Stay back.
I'm going in.
If you try and come past me, you're going to go on the ground face first. Do you understand me?
Okay, and then I'm going to file a complaint against
Get
you.
your camera.
Go grab your camera, yes. I'm allowing you to do that, but you cannot walk in my house. I have 3 cops on me and I'm 15 years old. Because you guys intruded my house.
So you were the one driving up and down the street on the motorcycle?
I was on my gas bicycle.
Okay, that's a gas-powered vehicle. You have to have a driver's license.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
Not when it's 50cc and you have a permit for it.
Once again, Jack is correct. The police then stepped away to talk among themselves. Their body camera recorded them admitting that because Michael Franchek has a concealed carry permit, he was entitled to carry a gun as long as he didn't brandish it in a threatening manner. And nobody said he did.
Well, if he didn't threaten anyone with it, there's no... I don't
No,
think
it was
there's
just a
any sense of
concern for
trying
me.
Oh, no. Absolutely. But I don't think there's any reason to try writing a warrant to get in the house.
No.
We'll identify him through him. I'll just do TLO or whatever.
Okay.
And then the friend, I've got his information. Their statements, I couldn't care less because they're not
No.
cooperative.
I'll just refer it to the juvenile courts. If they want to screen it for charges, great. And if they
For
don't,
rallying the motorcycles or whatever.
yeah.
All right.
I mean, I doubt that goes anywhere, but, you know.
I doubt it goes anywhere. All right. In other words, the officers just want to use the juvenile court to intimidate and harass Jack, even though there's nothing for the court to pursue. And as for Michael Franchek, the officer admits there was no underlying crime.
To be honest, all I would have done is talk to everybody, and it's a he says, she said. I would have written it up and said, here's the report.
That works?
And then he does this garbage. So I'm going to arrest him for failure to obey a lawful command, resisting, disorderly.
Yeah, disorders. That's good because it got her attention too.
3 charges, all because Franchek did not bow down to police and allow them to trample on his constitutional rights.
Step down here for me. No, thanks. Yeah, no. Hey!
Whoa, 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 whoa. I didn't do anything. You just came into my house without a warrant.
Meanwhile, there was one more insult from a cop to Jack.
Okay, and I'm filing a what's called on him because he touched me when I did nothing.
Okay. Do
I mean,
you want to have a actual conversation?
Where's he going?
To Summit County Jail.
Okay,
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm more than willing to talk to you, but I'm not going to play the stupid games. Okay.
you kind of are. 'Cause-
Okay. We're done.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I have the case number right now?
Huh?
Can I have where?
We can give it to your dad.
No, right now. I need to hear.
Okay.
Tell you what, you can go in the house, you can do whatever, but we're done with you guys.
Okay.
You guys aren't being cooperative. We'll leave it at that.
We're being cooperative. We just
No,
told
you're
you.
not. You're just being mouthy.
Speaking of being mouthy, a short time later, with their body cameras still recording, Sergeant Thor and Officer Rodriguez discussed again what charges to bring against Michael Franchek. During that conversation, Officer Rodriguez attempted to cover the camera and microphone, but the device still picked up the audio. This audio was first enhanced by the Lackluster channel. Listen as the officers strategized what to do since there was no crime.
Obviously, this is going to turn into something. He's going to get you on. So I'm going to do the sup on how the kid was being at the bag, how I checked his cuffs. Like, his cuffs were tight. He has big wrists. You had him click like once or twice in. You can't click him anymore. What do you do?
Right. Yeah.
Anyway, you got to take him, and then what are you going to do? Resisting, disorderly,
Failure to identify.
failure to...
And then I'm going to look up me having a handgun in a dispute. It might not fly, it might fly. I don't know.
We never found a gun. We got the witness statement,
Right.
but you look that up if you want. That's be my guess.
Yeah, I'll look it up.
95% of people said that money in politics was negatively impacting our political system. You cannot get more of a consensus than that. This number is statistically mind-blowing. Adding on to that, 89% of people said that corporations in the US have too much power, and 82% said that the economic system unfairly favors the wealthy. But what really takes the cake for me in all of this data is that down here in gray, over 70% of young Americans trust neither the Democrats nor the Republicans to solve these issues of corruption. If these are the most important issues to us and the Democrats and Republicans aren't going to get them done, it begs the question, why are they the only parties we can vote for? The way that districts are set up and elections are run in the United States makes it so that only Democrats and Republicans can win.
TikToker Ally202 makes a great point about how young people are feeling about the state of our country. The poll she's referring to is a midterm vibe check conducted by Teen Vogue and Change Research, where they polled Gen Z and millennial voters under the age of 35. The TikTok made two really important assertions that you should pay attention to: that young people understand the influence of dark money in our politics and how it blocks movement on the key issues we care about. The other is partisan gerrymandering only gives us two options at the ballot box.
At the next store, Jack tries to buy cigarettes, with no luck.
I'm so sorry, Partisan, the cigarette.
Later, he strikes out trying to buy Racy magazine.
You have to be 18 or older.
All right, okay, thank you.
And then lottery tickets.
Can I get a couple scratch-offs?
How old are you? You got your ID?
13.
You what?
I'm 13.
You can't get no scratch on me.
Okay. All right, thank you.
It's laughable to everyone here, the idea that we'd ever expose a 13-year-old to the dangers of a lottery ticket. But then we arrive here, at the gun show.
It should shoot pretty good for you.
I'll take it.
Within minutes, the 13-year-old easily and legally bought a .22 caliber rifle from a private seller and walked away with it.
That's right. At a private gun show in America, 13 years old is not too young to buy a firearm. But you have to wait until 16 to drive, 18 to buy cigarettes, and 21 to buy beer and lottery tickets. 18 for lottery tickets in some states. Hello, everybody. I'm David Schuster, and thanks for joining us. That report was done a few years ago, but it still holds today, and it underscores the absurdity with which American society judges and embraces firearms. Somehow a rifle in the hands of a 13-year-old or an AR-15 in the hands of an 18-year-old is just fine and legal. Now, I can hear some libertarians saying, well, we ought to lower the age to buy cigarettes, beer, and lottery tickets. Okay, I look forward to seeing libertarians and conservatives fight as hard to lower the drinking age as they fight common sense gun restrictions. And speaking of guns, yes, I know a .22 rifle is considered only slightly more dangerous than a BB gun. It's used primarily for hunting small animals like rabbits. However, you can still hurt yourself or others with a .22 rifle. It is a rifle. It is still a firearm. To be clear, a law is not going to stop many teenagers from doing things they are not supposed to do. I get it. How many of us managed to get our hands on beer before we were 21? But the point is to make it more difficult, and there is a societal benefit to making some things more difficult for teenagers. Imagine if our communities decided that teenagers could just walk into a liquor store and buy as much alcohol at any age with no problem. We know this would produce more teenage alcoholics. We know there would be more drunk driving deaths. More. That's the key word. As it stands, we may not be able to stop all or even most teenagers from drinking alcohol, but the drinking age of 21 still stops or limits some teenagers. Imagine if we could limit or stop some of the teenagers who are determined to get their hands on an AR-15. Sure, maybe they're still gonna get the weapon and ammunition from an older friend, but maybe, just maybe, the law helps to stop or block a teenager from carrying out a massacre. And we need to try to do something to lower the trend line. In 2021, there were 42 acts of gun violence in U.S. schools. 42. That is the highest incident rate since 1999. And some schools were closed last year because of the pandemic. Mass shootings in U.S. schools are up. Mass shootings in our communities are up. And for American children, firearms are now the leading cause of death. That's right, firearms.